Most people try AI once or twice the way they try a new app. They poke it, get a bland answer, and decide it's overhyped. The problem is they're using it like a slot machine. Random input, random output, then they blame the machine for being random. The day I stopped feeling useless for me was the day I stopped asking it to be smart and started using it to remove friction, not inspiration, not 1,000 ideas. Friction, the tiny mental speed bumps that make you procrastinate, overthink, or bounce between tabs until an hour disappears. That's why my daily routine is boring on purpose. It's the same sequence every day. 20 minutes total, no special tools, no agents, no complicated setup, just a repeatable loop that turns a messy brain into a clean next step, a rough draft, and a simple execution path. Here's the core promise. If you can get clarity and a first draft before your day gets noisy, you win. You stop drifting. You stop thinking about work instead of doing work. And I becomes the thing that clears the runway. So this is my daily 20. I run it in 4 or 5 minute sprints, but I don't treat them like separate sections you have to memorize. It's one flow. Dump the chaos, force a decision, generate a rough draft, then lock it into something you can execute without rethinking it tomorrow. First, you clear the fog. This is the part nobody wants to do because it feels like admitting you're scattered. Good. That's the point. You paste the mess into AI and you force it to shape the day. I literally brain dump everything. What I'm worried about, what I'm avoiding, what I promised someone, what I need to ship, what's due, what's lingering. Then I add my constraints because constraints are what make a plan real. Things like I have a call at 1, I only have 2 hours before dinner, I can't record audio today, or I'm low energy. Then I run this as a single paragraph prompt because I want AI to ask before it answers. Here's everything on my mind today. Paste. Here are my constraints. Paste. Ask me 3 clarifying questions first. After I answer, give me the top 3 outcomes for today, what can be delayed without consequences, and the single best first task. Keep it tight and in plain language. When you do that, something changes immediately. Your day stops being a pile and starts being a shape. And the best part is, you didn't need willpower to do it. You needed a container. Second, you force a next action. This is where most people fail with AI because they ask for a full plan. Full plans feel productive, but they're usually just procrastination with better formatting. I don't want a full plan. I want the next move that creates momentum. So I tell AI to rank the options using a simple filter: impact, urgency, and friction. Friction matters because a high impact task that you can't start is fantasy. I use a single sentence request like this. From the tasks you listed, score each one from 1 to 5 on impact, urgency, and friction. Choose one task that's the best mix of high impact and low friction. Then give me the next 3 micro steps I can complete in 15 minutes total. Each micro step must be specific and physical, not vague. That physical rule is everything. Work on my video isn't physical. Write the first 6 lines of the hook is. Get more leads isn't physical. Send this message to 10 contacts is. If the steps aren't physical, your brain will argue. If they're physical, your brain just starts. Third, you create a rough draft. This is where AI actually saves time, but only if you stop asking it for the final version. The final version is where AI starts sounding like AI, polished, generic, weirdly cheerful, and a little too confident. I want a rough draft in a strict format because editing is fast and blank pages are slow. So I give it a job, a constraint, and a shape. I'll say something like, act like my assistant. My goal is goal. The audience is who. The constraints are platform, length, tone. Write a draft with a short hook, a tight body, and a simple close. Use natural contractions. Avoid cliches, keep sentences varied. Give me two options, one more blunt and one more calm. That's it. Now I'm not staring at nothing. I'm choosing between two usable drafts and trimming the one that feels closer to me. I isn't replacing my brain, it's giving my brain something to react to. Fourth, you lock it in. This is the piece most people skip, and it's why their AI productivity never compounds. They get a draft, they feel good, and then tomorrow they do the same thinking all over again. Locking it in means turning today's work into something tomorrow you can execute without debate. So I ask AI to convert what we just created into three things in one response: a short execution checklist, a reusable template with placeholders, and a quick what could break list with fixes. I phrase it like this: turn this into a short step-by-step checklist I can follow, a template I can reuse next time with brackets for placeholders, and a short list of what might go wrong, plus a quick fix for each. Keep it practical and short. Now, the routine is done. 20 minutes, you've got clarity, a next action, a draft, and a checklist. That's more real progress than most people get from scrolling productivity content for an hour. But here's the part that makes this routine feel like a cheat code. It trains you to stop over asking. The whole routine is built to stay small. If you try to make it a 2-hour ritual, it dies. The goal is not perfect, the goal is moving. To keep it moving, I use a hard rule that sounds dumb until you try it. Each output should fit on one screen. If AI gives you a novel, you didn't get clarity, you got content. So I clamp it down with a line like, keep each section to one screen. If you need more, give only the next step. Now, let me make this real so it doesn't stay abstract. The routine is the same whether you're a creator, doing normal work, doing sales, or planning your week. Your brain dump becomes 3 outcomes. The outcomes become one best first task. The first task becomes 3 micro steps you can actually start, and the micro steps become a rough draft, plus a checklist you can execute without rethinking it. 2 small upgrades make this routine stronger without adding time. First, a voice anchor. Paste a short sample of your writing once and tell AI to match your tone and rhythm so drafts sound like you, not a brochure. Second, a no guessing rule. Add 1 sentence. If anything is unclear, ask questions first. Do not assume. So you don't waste time polishing an output built on the wrong premise. If you want it even faster, compress the whole routine into one daily 20 paragraph like this. I'm running my daily 20. Here's my brain dump. Paste. Here are my constraints. Paste. Ask me 3 clarifying questions first. After I answer, give me the top 3 outcomes for today, what can be delayed, and the best first task. Then rank tasks by impact, urgency, and friction and choose one. Give me 3 physical micro steps I can do in 15 minutes. Then draft the thing I need in a strict hook body close format with 2 tone options. Finally, convert it into a short checklist and a reusable template. Keep everything to 1 screen per section, ask questions instead of assuming. That's the whole system. And if you do it for 7 days, AI stops being something you try and starts being something you run. You start your day with less fog. You start tasks faster. You finish more, not because you became more disciplined, but because the friction got removed before it could win. Here's the final trick that makes it compound. End your routine by telling AI what you finished and asking for the next micro step. Not a plan, not an idea, 1 next action. I completed thing. I have minutes left. What's the best next micro step based on today's outcomes? That keeps the loop alive without reopening the whole mental debate. If you test this today, set a timer for 20 minutes, run it once, then do the first micro step immediately. That's where the value is. And if you want the easiest way to know it's working, watch for this. You stop asking AI for ideas and you start asking it for next steps. When that flips, AI stops feeling useless because it's finally doing the job you actually needed.